Hello and welcome to Beyond the 90. I'm your host, Alex Ellman. Beyond the 90 is your weekly news and opinion program for A-League, English Premier League and all-round football news. I look deep into the issues behind what is going on, as well as previews and reviews of the weekly games around in the A-League and the English Premier League. Firstly, let's take a look at what's happening in Australia. Well, we're coming off a stellar weekend of football, with the A-League All-Stars just taking on Italian giants Juventus. Overall, a fantastic game. Perfect for the A-League as they're just trying to develop and put themselves on the international stage. Juventus just managed to edge it 3-2 in the final minutes, but overall, the A-League players reached a standard that we have not seen the A-League reach before. With players such as Alessandro Del Piero, Michael Thwaite, and Archie Thompson starring for the sides, it just made the game so much more interesting instead of just seeing the Italian giants tromp all over our homegrown heroes. It was also really nice to see Alessandro Del Piero get a bit of a homecoming from those Juventus fans, seeing as he has left the club to come across and play in the A-League for Sydney FC. It was also a nice exchange at the end of the game between Andre Pirlo and Alessandro Del Piero, exchanging a hug and a good catch-up between friends. But overall, a fantastic game and brilliant standard of A-League football. Recently, in the news that has just come out in the A-League, is that the FFA is trying to talk contracts with Ronaldinho to bring him over to play in the A-League. Already, this has been a stellar season for players coming over to the A-League and playing. We've already seen Damien Duff, David Villa come across for the new Melbourne City side, and many more Australian homegrown talent is coming home to play here. So the more players like this we attract, the bigger the league is growing. The A-League commences on October 10th, so please make sure you go and visit your respective club's websites and look to purchase membership. Australian football is growing by the day. With our impressive run in the World Cup, and we are hosting the Asian Cup next January to February, I recommend every Australian to go get behind an A-League team and follow the league. It's not the best quality of football, but by the time we keep building it and keep building it, it can reach the levels that we have seen overseas. Now to have a look at what's going on with the English Premier League. In recent transfer news, we've seen Arturo Vidal, the Juventus midfielder, be linked to Manchester United. With Louis van Gaal looking to rebuild his Manchester United team, Vidal seems to be one of his key players that he wants to bring to the side. Although there has been no offers thrown out just as yet, Vidal did not travel with Juventus to their recent pre-season games. Overall, there is a lot of things happening in the English transfer market at the moment, with a lot of big clubs looking to bring international big names to the sides. Already, we've seen the race for Radamel Falcao go into absolute craze, with AS Monaco saying that he's not for sale, but the player has not ruled off a move away. Clubs looking to purchase this player is Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool. Everyone wants Radamel Falcao in their side. We're also going to have a look at Arsenal's Champions League playoffs against Turkish side Besiktas. Now, Arsenal are coming in with an absolute stellar team. Arsene Wenger has gone deep into the transfer market like never before, seeing Alexis Sanchez come across, and also they are also linked with Sami Khedira and a bunch of other different players that could make this Arsenal side one of the strongest that we have seen in years. I have no doubts that Arsenal will easily breeze through their Champions League playoff and straight into the Champions League group stages. Now, we have the Premier League starting up this weekend, which is absolutely exciting for all English football fans. So we're going to quickly breeze through the games this weekend, and I'll give you my predictions of what's going to happen in these games. All right, so first up we have the opening game, Manchester United versus Swansea. Well, Louis van Gaal will want to hit the ground running with his new Manchester United side, and it wouldn't surprise me if they started with an impressive victory over Swansea. We've already seen in the World Cup, he brought Van Persie back on form, and recently in the pre-season, we've seen him bring Wayne Rooney onto the same page. Now, if Rooney and Van Persie are on form together, we could see Manchester United back on top of the Premier League. I'm expecting a Man United victory. I would say minimum 3-0. Then we have newcomers Leicester, and they're going to be taking up against Everton. Now, Leicester are the new boys in the competition. A lot of expectation behind them. They have a lot of good financial backing. However, I do feel that Roberto Martinez's Everton are just far too strong. With the new purchase of Romelu Lukaku in the side, Everton have got it all to play for this year, especially with European qualification. The horizons for them are so open and expanding. So I wouldn't surprise me if Everton edge this one 2-0. We also have the Giants, QPR, looking to take on the Tigers of Hull City. Now, this game is very open as to what could happen. Stevie Bruce has built his Hull side up to get them in through domestic competitions, and we've seen Hull play some very impressive football. However, Harry Redknapp has got the financial backing at QPR that could make them a threat. Whilst they didn't do too well last Premier League season, I don't think they'll struggle this year, and I see QPR winning their first opening game 1-0. Then, coming up, we have Stoke and Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa have got a very impressive side. However, they are missing a few key players in this game, and Stoke City have purchased Bojan from Barcelona. Now, Bojan offers something that Stoke have not had in a very long time, which is a key attacking forward. And I can see Stoke being a very, 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 very strong underdog team this year. So I'm going to go for Stoke to win this game 2-0. Then we have West Brom versus Sunderland. Now, West Brom are under new management, and it should be an impressive look to a new side that they have going on here, as well as Sunderland. Now, Sunderland, who struggled last year, managed to pull it out in the last dying games of last season. So I can see Sunderland trying to get off the ground and running and nice and quickly as they want to start fast. So I see Sunderland winning this game 1-0. West Ham versus Spurs. Now, Tottenham have got it all to play for this year. They had a very disappointing season last year. However, they have got a new manager, and he's looking to bring new life into the club. He's removing players out of the club. Tottenham are going for a full clean out, and I can really see him using the key midfielders that they bought last season to full effect. I see Tottenham beating West Ham 3-0. Then we have Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, look, they were absolute champions last year. They battled it out, but Arsenal have just got the team this year, and I see Arsenal comfortably winning this 4-0. Liverpool versus Southampton. Now, this will be interesting, considering Liverpool have actually delved into the Southampton team and have purchased a lot of their players. Ricky Lambert, Adam Lallana, and Dejan Lovren have all joined Liverpool. And this is going to be an absolute grudge match with Southampton players looking to get through against their old ex-teammates. And then we have Newcastle versus Manchester City. Now, the returning champions will want to start off strong. They want to reclaim their title, and I don't see them at all struggling this season. They've been absolute champions all the way through, and they have the monetary backing to keep them going. I see Manchester City winning this game comfortably. Oh, wait, and we also have Burnley and Chelsea. Now, Chelsea, Jose Mourinho's men have literally got two top quality sides that they could play in the first team and absolutely demolish sides. They're actually my pick to win it this year, and I am very anti-Chelsea, but they are still my pick to win it this year. I see Chelsea comfortably taking over the new boys Burnley at least 4-5-0. Well, there's an action-packed weekend of football coming up with the opening of the Premier League, and it all should be very exciting. You can follow all the latest news and my opinion blogs at my website, which is www.beyondthe90.net. We update every week. Also, please follow me on Twitter. It's at Alex Ellerman. And thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. This is Alex Ellerman signing off.